ye kan wi ene enubone a ade a apagya ne nhum ne so yie pa na so interior minister kire say wo ma chichi bia fine wo mo nhyehyeye papa egu akwan mu a obehwe na waso ohawe ya no
Yegusuwa agent interior minister kachi no sesabre oman mama nyina yenka ye ho ma fe so wode kokobo ama wo mo mudi tumi ehye omo nsem ye basabasa potokasemu ye kana vigilantism no wode kokobo akwa ama wo
so afọ hwe aman yeso asan wode atudwa kire say ablekuma north haba wo mkoto no na anu fiada no basabasa ye esiye no wo mo a wo mo hu bo mu no obegina emrani
Say ye bu nkompoko ye chi ni ye hwe e ya fempimienu ni aduonu ni aduonu a eye nkrofuko bi ka omo ho bo mu se wo mo ete wo mo eman ade wo mo ho na sabre court wa hye se nipa miensa wo mo nkodam bosome du nwotwe
sanso na MPP amanyokuo no wo mo kire se enche bia wo mo beko delegate conference na asemti ode atoso no wada na di
Sabedo kopie mu ewo konkoli ewo asante mantamu a ohene ene na dihye nyina ni gie na aba ni nyina yo mokwan a yesisi di ama wo
ensempi ka ho ne de bremo kasebo mu enwumako ya daroma
Best Point Savings and Loans, the best assurance ewo home for sika sem insurance unsem nyina ekoda wo musaso na special ice mineral water eya bujunsu papa maybe mpa wo fie da U2I data salt eya nchene pa me yo ba painting nchina metimi akamfo Ediama on the U2I data salt. Saso na special ice mineral water. Eya bujunsu papa pebinano.
Medi di akosi asapon. Mene.
Abena chi boache.
Yera ensem ni mu edia osofo a wono na hwe amanwe so wono eye Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak na opanyi wakyekye ensemu a wo chensentrofo wei eye aban no se de wahyehye se ebra no bebu nkonta ede akyere omanfo ewo na adwuma oyemu na ne nkasaye mu ene wo kye se wohwe enuboni hu dwade a omanfo edia mantam makomako enson de eyade a wo mu abawura mu ehwe se de ofre no se ukọ ekwan mu ana se wo ba enkronkro mu ene nuboni a wo moton no wo mugusu a wo mu egigi bia na se be ya adwade no ntimi enkoso sesi ayi wo mu atumi commission no wo mu eye nakok wo matimi ahye achechechi ebia agegegi bia na no wo che se 6192 kilograms we eye cocaine na wo matimi age ye ka cannabis nso a wo che se wo mo atimi age dodo no a eno eye 90 kilograms cannabis a wo mage no no afa ye ka gold bar eno so de wo matimi age no eye 17.9 kilograms wo matimi age wo se ebi wo ho a wo moge no wotema pot ebi wo moge no kotokawe mhye agina bia ena bi nso so wo ho a eye paga border no so ena wo mo age ye afa wo mo nya asase yantambe 100 acre ewe poye mantemu a se ye kasei wo mo ba behwe no mo aye ntete ye bia ede ama won mo a wo hwe edi dwuma ewo nakok.
The Narcotics Control Commission has intensified efforts to combat drug trafficking and promote public health. In that regard, the Commission has undertaken the following as of June 2025. Secured 15 district offices across 7 regions, decentralizing operation and improving local enforcement. Seized 1,192 kilograms of cocaine over the period, 90 kilograms of cannabis, and about 17.9 kilograms of gold bar at Tema Port, Kotoka International Airport, Paga Border, and Oyarufa, disrupting major trafficking operations. The Narcotics Control Commission has also conducted 7 drug swoops in Akosombo, Takoradi, Medina, and other areas, reducing street-level drug availability. The NACOC has also operationalized a toll-free line, increasing citizen tip-off and participation. The Commission has also acquired a 100-acre parcel of land at Abuasa, Eastern Region, for a future NACOC training academy with documentation near completion.
Yegusuwa ewo interior minister Nakache Nasabri wadi adesere die pa ato national peace and security for enimni nyina eya Blekuma North Empesua so eye rerun abato ekoso eye anano ifiada no Honorable Muntaka Mubarak woche mu se esese omanfo nyina ebo tugu se ba na sa vigilantism a ekuaku omudi tumi ahye omunsem omoye basabasa ye wose yehia yema enkabom nyade ebedi yenim ne nyina yenkabom opanyini echire mu no ewo saa oban ne hyehye ya waye se akontabuo ho hyehye wode beto omanfo nyina anim no ewo mampanyini aso ye ena interior minister ekensi so se Emphaswa a wasa vigilantism any related offences act 2019 act 999 no say enka BBS no tentem so na no nanka womo aswa no said ye beya e de enkabomu bo ebeba nanso enye ne se amayokuokuo entity bi no fa tumi hye ne nsem na wonye de ope enti esese Ghana fo nyina ye nyina ye ka ye ho bom ne ma nkabomu ekoso we no afei so wo kyeremu se wodi atom panyimfo anim eye bambo dwumaku anim se omunye hwehwemu krogin ne hu wo ho bo asemi na mmara ne wo mu ni emfa ho ene amanyoku a wodom se mmara ne so mu a mmara ne wo bedi.
I therefore want to appeal to all Ghanaians to continue to cherish this identity and not to do anything to detract from this path we have taken for ourselves and posterity. I want to remind myself and all Ghanaians the provision of the Vigilantism and Related Offences Act 2019, Act 999, that all of us needs to be mindful about the activities of vigilantism. And I can assure you that not my party, not any group will we sit and allow to see the resurgence of vigilantism. I have spoken to the IGP family on all the what do you call it, the happenings of Ablekomanov. The videos has been forwarded to him. We've instructed him to act swiftly, bring the perpetrators to book. We are not going to condone whether people within our party or outside our party into going around doing anything untoward. We can assure the public that we will ensure, under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, no such group will be allowed to form. Ladies and gentlemen, peace and security are paramount in the development of any nation. It is therefore our collective responsibility as Ghanaians to actively contribute our quota in ensuring that we live peacefully with each other, regardless of gender, religion, ethnic origin, or economic or social status. Akwatia by-election. Yes, I know the challenge. People will say coming events cast its shadow. If we can go to only 19 polling stations, this will happen. What will happen when we go to some of the rural places? Well, the interesting thing is that I'm sure this is also a wake-up call for our security agencies to know that if maybe probably what happened could, maybe you could say that it was not an organized thing, it was a spontaneous thing. Whether it was organized, whether it was spontaneous, this gives our security agencies the opportunity to even plan better towards Akwatia. All I can assure the people of Akwatia is that we will use Ablekomanov as a case study to review our operational, how we operate in Akwatia, to make sure that the citizens are free to cast their vote and express their will without fear or favor.
Abraya kwakoto abano NDC amanyoku no mampenyi John Dramani Mahama no odi animu no wodi to just say nyame ya dom na se Ghana photo aba e de emano no ba assembly members obehwe se womo ho beha womo obetwa sika botini bi de ato ho e de ama womo na ni nyina mu no e ade ampanimfo adi wo mbɔhye so ne no e no che se first tranche sika wode ema assembly members no se de be obeye wode be ya akone abadie e wo mpɛso aso na wode aye adwumaden no nti se ye kasei wode sika 23,621,000 ena waye eno eye April ni May de yede kwa koma assembly members no na assembly member bia ebenya 1,300 Ghana cedis said ye be ya wode be ya akone abadie atoto nneoma na wode ehunu wo hawa ewo ne mpɛsia ne so nti bɔhye no a wodi so no eno na abamu no.
The ministry as of today, Monday, 14th July 2025, has transferred a total amount of 23,620,000 21,000 Ghana cedis, representing allowances of the months of April and May to all assembly members in the country. That each assembly member is being paid 1,300 Ghana cedis per month to enable them perform their duties efficiently and effectively. A total of 9,085 assembly members are benefiting from this objective pursuant to the resetting agenda of the government. The NDC government has allocated 100 million Ghana cedis in the 2025 budget statement and economic policy of Ghana, and this can be seen in page 73, section 395, to pay monthly consolidated allowances to all assembly members in the country, both elected and appointed. The objective is to enhance their capacities and to equip them with financial resources and logistics to deepen monitoring of all government projects and programs being implemented in their various electoral areas. To fulfill this manifesto pledge, the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs on 12th of June 2025 requested the Ministry of Finance to release 100 million Ghana cedis to enable this transfer of funds to the metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies for the payment of the monthly consolidated funds to all MMPEs in Ghana. Consequently, the Ministry of Finance has released 25 million Ghana cedis on 18 June 2025 as the first tranche of the allocated funds to the ministry for the payment of the allowances to the various assembly members throughout the country.
Yet waka say no so asabre nipa miensa na omoka Western Togoland Foundation ne hono court ahye se wo mo enkodem abosome dunwotwe e Kra High Court ekwa asetena no na wo mo sign e define a 2,400 penalty unit e bano yesike mu and sika bote no 28,800 Ghana cedis no any sika wo mo besen yetua na court na hye se so mo ntimi entua sika na wo mo se kwa kodemu abosome dumienu 12 months na nipa wo mo yesi court ahye so wo mo kodemu nipa miensen Raphael Tetevi Jasper Mawulolo Agudoga Daniel Yevuga wono womni sa nipa miensen wo mu din afen so wo masan de wo sa hye krata sese wo mu bede suban papa enso edi sa nipa miensen kwadu ede bɔ mo ene se wo mu kosi akwan a eda Sogakope ene wo mu koto hye police station wo Aveyime ene mepe ewo bosome du bosome nkono ne da to so aduonu enum afimpiemienu ne aduonu 25th September 2020 ni nyina ne se so obepie mu voter oti Eastern and Northern region sa mia omo etiti bi omo se omo ka bomu na omo yi omo ho afri Ghana fo ase anase Ghana man ase no omo so omo de omo ho apotokase mu new sovereign state na no nam so ma judge wotsena na so temofo wotsena edwam Justice Marie Louise Simons wono tena edwam a wo de sat atemoi ebaaye na no na wo kire se sa nipa miensa no wo monkohyem ewa posifo akache na se woye anasa wo de suban bi se ye dia so twea ye de ma wo pa aboso ye emfie enum na esanse wo mademu eboro eye emfie n19 na chese ya emfie enum anesa enunti ena wo monkodemu eye abosome enwoche Justice Marie Louise Simons SI se eye Registrar General enyi sa Homeland Study Group Foundation no every Ghana eye tumi a ema ye ho kwan se utimi register company no yentwam emfiri ho no mkra isanse tipo a na ewo sa group yi emu a wo de te sa yi no na enye no ti papa na kyɛ sɛ wɔn wɔ ti mo pɔ sɛ wɔn te wɔn ho na wɔn ade wɔn ho ayɛ ɔman foforɔ koraa ɛnu nti wɔn ntwa mu mfiri hɔ afei nso nipa baako a na wɔka ho ɛbaa ne saa na agya wɔtɔ pia ɛfɛ agyan na wodwane ye ne nyinaa ye bail bi a medical bail omode ema no no ene wodwane ye sɛ court na hyɛ yensaka na wɔkwakodam mfie emienu na wasan tua 500 penalty unit eba no ye sika yi mu a 6000 Ghana cedis wantimi ntua wɔbɛsan demu abosomi ensia ɛde aka ho
abusiafo yenya Yamamo akwaba yeto akasiebo no eso. The New Patriotic Party NPP amanyokuo no enomode ensem ababetu edwa echese memeneda idi enimu omo eko annual delegate conference na nyame ya adomo a memeneda eyekita wonsabosome ne da etoso edu enkono na asемti a womo chese conference yi wode atoso no enese womo eka won hu abom na womo ahyehye na brofokasem no say rebuilding together with our values eno de atoso and I'm I'm a communications director Emma MPP amanyoku no ora Richard Ahiakpa eno de to nsentro anim
nyoma e ba bedi hu abobo anan komo ha memendai constitutional I'm say from 2019 amendments proposals be by and can say to me yen wadwuma kumasi yen to me anye na conference to homa national council say yemfama ekuo bi na omo ehwehwemu na emmoni na no emfanto omo ye say adwuma no enti eda no a ye papa professor Aaron Michael Kwe e dey the report by FR 2024 election ho no ye take committee bi enti ye dey amendment no eka ho an amendment nso so a efi the report no mu so eka ho na yesan bi kwan to ma party for the amendment the omope say emfanye amendment emboa my constitution yenko enimu no omode ebi so ba enti memenda ye ba be ye sa amendment in hwedwuma rebuilding together with our values you know but to me values if you hold the principles at all but to me the ethics at all Sempapa nkwa na de to ho a eboa e kire se MPP de na nanu mo ye esa mo twa to ho a ma Ghana e accept MPP prekope na o ka MPP a Ghana for nim say ye party no o ka MPP a Ghana for e feel say party we na betumi aboa Ghana ye ko agwako making sure say sa values we be di enim kan sa values we na ye de be adwuma sa values we na ye be making sure say akra nyina wo party libu e de be di enim na aboa ama adwuma ye anase party ntutu ya ye no akwa enim no aso bia ni na obi asa aka say yes MPP ni yes party ni na ye nyina aboa je so na aboa ama Ghana enkoso abantentem so enti yeni so ade hunu no se ye be wie conference no na ye nyina ka abomu pepepe because the tie ne se as a theme no se yentumi enye adwuma a ya ka abomu se ye adwuma abra unity anyhow wontumi nya unity without togetherness enti achichiri ya abomu prekope and they need so no se ye be wie conference no na ye nyina ate ho asesa na adwuma ye ba be ye aboama party no from say yeba to presidential election yeba to parliamentary election yeba to national regional constituency election akọ aye party no reorganization nyina akọ wie no yeba sa abetu sa na mo no nyina wo asomdwe mu yebetu sa anabo no nyina wo nkabo mu kese mu na aboa ama party no esine na so.
Yet work as the Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim Nasod Odiatu Ejase. Abayin sheshaya woye se wode sika botin ebema yenuanom a womo edidem no. Abayin no edi ne bosha so a sabri sika no aye ready a wode ba bema womo. Potokasa mo yebekasa persons with disability. Na opanyini ekasa and will say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2024 bra no obepe ekunya kese no we say ye no bosha kese a wo hye ye pass wo de yenuanom a wo mo edidem ka ho bi ena yenuanom assembly members ne so wo mo so ka ho we yesika kakra ye de ema wo mo a ekire se amamu a edi obia ka ho. Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim SIKC so say ye hye yenuanom mo edidem ampimpi na ya na se ye yi wo mo nanso abanya sheda pa na sanhyehyeye we se wodi abase de be ya wodi wo bia beka ho na se sikei ebetimi aye sike bia bebo mo ho hare mo se de be ya wo mo nye adesoa emma obia ewo ye man afen so wo se omampanyini sanhyehyeye we se e kan resetting agenda local government and decentralization womo eni so ade ho kese pa eno.
The NDC government has allocated 100 million Ghana cedis in the 2025 budget statement and economic policy of Ghana. And this can be seen in page 73, section 395, to pay monthly consolidated allowances to all assembly members in the country, both elected and appointed. The objective is to enhance their capacities and to equip them with financial resources and logistics to deepen monitoring of all government projects and programs being implemented in their various electoral areas. To fulfill this manifesto pledge, the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs on 12th of June 2025 requested the Ministry of Finance to release 100 million Ghana cedis to enable this transfer of funds to the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. We shall continue to deliver and ensure that we take adequate transfer of resources and logistics to the metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies to facilitate effective and efficient service delivery to the people of Ghana. As we are all aware, we promise in the manifesto, the People's Manifesto, that we will reset the country. We are resetting.
Nanu fiada batwa ekoso ewo ablekuma north no namso ama empenifo bebre security experts wo mo akasa ede afa ho mu baako eye security analyst executive director oda Africa Center for Security and Counter-Terrorism ora Emmanuel Mawanya Kutin wakasa ede afa ho kyerese saade we no eba ye nkase ye condemn ye kasetia eno saa keke e wo se asotwe etimi koso wo se mratumi eye adwuma ene se esese ye koye chi na yakohwe esi mire bi atwam no saa nipa a wo mo saa brani mu eye 2019 2020 hono ensem ni nyina besi 2025 yi nyina no na nka yaka ni nyina bom ne de wo makogina court na mra no ene wo madi saa de ekoba ebe ma nkrofo asuro se bia abato bi koso a nipa no obekọ akoye basabasa
okay say 2020 techima when that unfortunate incident happened, Nipa Bebre, about 8 or so, no, the IGP didn't act. Mikaise o man penny we buy no, or taxi the former IGP Dampare, so on for side report number up to now Yantishi. Even or taxi the current IGP, you will know just 2 weeks before these elections. Say they should look at those related incidences and bring the perpetrators to book. Then Abelkumanov no subai. So yeah, the way subeka we can choose and pick. But I think say because we don't prosecute, that has emboldened these people to do the things they do. Put the yera baumia kai or say if they don't prosecute this incident, the NPP will not what? Forget. And when we make statements like this, it confirms what I'm saying, say, you need this forgiving spirit among us. Now, before say because they are not equitable distribution of employment for we the youth, no. Until Sabi nka obi wa nejuma ye no obi friend say brana bedi boni we obeba. So umba. And the government should focus on creating job opportunities for the youth. One said there were old incidences that have gone uninvestigated. So if you focus on the new one and leave the older ones, you'll not be doing justice to the cases. So I'm calling on the police as an institution to do well and investigate all. But this very one, because we have Akotia at the corner, they should expedite action on this one. At least there are videos that are there. So I was even watching it with someone who could identify people in the video. Now, omo achi omo, and then the law will take its course. I think when we do that, we'll bring trust to the system.
Ghana Health Service abre wadao abedokubi edi omo na ebehwe ama 24 economy policy no o ma hwe intentem so nti obepie mu e health service na omo ebehase edi se adwuma no na opanyina o kasa acting director general Emma Ghana Health Service Professor Samuel Kaba Akoria en wo cheche mu se e wo mu se health facilities ni bi o hono mo a wo mo e run 24-hour policy yibidie nanso ebinum wo hono ma health care professionals any specialized unit ni bi wo hono ma e wo hospitals ahodo na wo mo enye sa 24-hour economy bi te se chip compounds no na sa brede na wo twe kakra bi eda yenimu wo mo so be hyase run 24 hours ni bi.
And emergencies do not operate by calendar. Our system must evolve to meet this reality, not just in isolated facilities or during crisis response, but as a national standard of care. The 24-hour economy policy, as introduced by the government of Ghana, reflects this same truth at a broader level. It calls for transformation in how the nation works and how services are delivered, especially those services that safeguard the lives and livelihoods of Ghanaians. This steering committee has been constituted as the highest level of governance body to provide oversight, policy direction, and institutional coordination as we undertake this transformation. Your role is to ensure that the health sector's alignment with the 24-hour economy is not just technically sound, but strategically sequenced, contextually relevant, and fully institutionalized. Your nomination to this steering committee is both responsibility and endorsement of your experience, judgment, and leadership. I trust that this committee will rise to the occasion and provide the thoughtful, committed guidance that this moment demands. On behalf of the Ghana Health Service, and in close partnership with the Ministry of Health, I am pleased to formally inaugurate the steering committee for the alignment of the Ghana Health Service with the 24-hour economy policy.
In our health centers, how do they operate or provide 24/7 emergency services? And what is the minimum staff required for both clinical and non-clinical staff at these levels? For the CHIPs, how do they also provide emergency care 24/7 at that level? And also, how do we ensure that there is some clinical staff to provide round-the-clock services? We'll probably also need to consider signing an MOU with the National Ambulance Service to conduct training in basic life support for all staff members and students to improve first aid and emergency response in hospitals and communities respectively. OPD services across our health facilities. How do we ensure at a minimum that they are open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at a minimum? Because we know this is currently not the case in some of our facilities. And what is the minimum staff requirement to ensure this is done? The specialized units, dental, eye, ENT, etc. How do we ensure we have adequate staff and they are also available at least from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., including on weekends?
Also for our nyuma efisem so na wode atu edwa we eye boardwa wabo sabre womuso eba betu anamon na womu aboa ama Ministry of Works and Housing womuso adwuma atimi akọ wano onimonyamfo Kenneth Gilbert J na wode eto sa board members yanim say sabre ya womu ba besofena mu no mosayi womu hwe say adwuma ombeye no wombeye ni otitiru ene enkranmantem asei ye ka suyire pa yire fa ommanfo yie ebio wo mo te empono anu no nso ensuo no ni asroche ne bosa no ade a epam wo mo efiri ho enunti board saa makomiensa Architectural Council, Hydrological Services ena Engineering Council board no ena enam so ema wo so eka se ombeye adwuma ne se de se na efata.
It is within the context of urgent national challenges and strong government commitment that I officially inaugurate the governing board of Ghana Hydrological Authority. Your appointment reflects the government's confidence in your collective wisdom, experience, and dedication. You are charged with a monumental task to provide strategic leadership and oversight to the authority, ensuring it effectively executes its mandate. Your primary and most urgent responsibility is to develop a comprehensive and actionable strategic plan to address the complex issues of coastal erosion and flooding in Ghana. This plan should be forward-thinking, innovative, and practical, integrating sustainable solutions, leveraging technology, and promoting collaboration among all relevant sectors and stakeholders. It must include clear objectives, measurable targets, and a strong framework for implementation and monitoring. As you assume office, your top priority should be build a capable and motivated core team. I encourage you to support management in quickly addressing this essential need. Equally important is the implementation of the conditions of service and the full integration of the scheme of service, both of which are vital for forming a high-performing team.
Clearly, this is not a task which is just said with mouth, but it requires a lot of work. What we can pledge to do is to work very hard with you. We know that the road may not be so smooth, but with a lot of communication and hard work, we will get to this point. We look forward to coming to the end of our term with a congratulatory message from everybody saying that we have done well. And this is what's going to drive us. We pledge to work with integrity. We pledge to work with all key stakeholders. And like you rightly said, any divisions that are perceived will be ironed out. And we will work as a body with the roles clearly defined for all of us.
And we know the challenges, but the issue is how we have to address them. And I'm quite happy that when I came in at the reception, I started interacting with some of the board members, and I was told that some of them are being retained. So I don't think we'll have a long time to taxi, but we'll hit the ground running very soon. And we are going to seriously take a look at our mandate as a board and chart a course that is quite innovative, genuine, proactive, to address most of these challenges that you have listed to us as a board.
Adeshima yeje aboafo nkratso na ya home kase esu bebasisia.
ya mamo akwaba afe ye ko adwadie ensem mu na adwadie ensem no PLB Global Food and Beverages Limited ena womo adane womo whisky foforo a womo aye eyensa na ensa ne din eye the Honest Man Whiskey ni nyina no wo kyerese wo yese de be ya ene Ghana ya mamre ya mane ebese ana afe akowiase amansan nyina so adwaman no so ne kwa adwaman no so a wo mahunu se eye bibrem ha sei ena omo ye di free Vice Chairman awono ena eda Indian Foods and Beverages FZLLC Bavesh Lachandani ena wo chechi mu se wo hwe sede ensen wo mo ye no a wo mo hwe Ghana ya mamre ne amane so ena wo mo ede ehye sede disu ene ne ban esi etie wo mo anyi bibia mfiri mu sede be ya wuhu a etese Ghana pepepe esanse wo mo eye ne se Ghana su ene ne ban so nanso so ni nyina mu no wo mo hwe se ebeko ewiase afane nyina na egina ho ama ebibrem na daachen so no etimi akonanim ewo ekirichirichiri
honesty, character and quality, and I'm pretty sure Ghana is the perfect place to launch this whiskey, the Honest Man whiskey, and we are proud to be here. The price is affordable, so anyone can grab. And we are providing a very good, rich taste and great taste, honestly speaking. We are honest and we are going to be always honest in Ghana market. We have already a few products in the market called Legend Whiskey. Okay, now we are coming up with the Honest Man, and will be coming up some variants of the Honest Man whiskey. It's about 21 years old. People can consume about 21 years till 60, 70 years old. Yeah.
Ghana's culture is quite diversified. It's got many nationalities involved. So, we want to introduce something which was cross-culture. The Indian culture, the Ghana culture could synergize and bring something beautiful to the market. It's something we want to etch into the Ghanaian lifestyle, something that gives you, a lot of comfort. Whether you're a pro whiskey drinker or you just want a casual drink, it's something you can go like, okay, I'm safe to drink this. It gives me what I need. It gives me the peace I need. I can enjoy a great evening and keeping it really classy with a subtle touch. We don't want to go with a more commercial approach. Yes, it's business at the end of the day, but we want to touch the locals. We want to make sure that wherever anyone's holding a bottle, they could say, no, this thing's mine. This thing's coming home with me. So you can find this in our liquor stores called Liquor Junction. We've got, I think, a couple of them, some in Osu, some in East Legon. And it's available in the market. It's available on our e-commerce platform as well. So, whether you open your phone, whether you take a car drive, we're there everywhere for you.
When we are looking for the brand names, there were a lot of discussion. We were looking for a different name. But then one thing came in the mind when I was doing the research in Ghana and different parts of Africa, that when a lot of people drink whiskey, they speak truth. And this came from there, the idea came, why don't we put the name Honest Man? After drinking whiskey, everybody becomes honest. So from there, the idea came, the Honest Man. Indian whiskeys are getting a lot of tractions across the world. We are crafting different kinds of whiskeys. In this whiskey, what we have done is, it's a blend of different kinds of whiskeys, and in the spirits we have blended together. The craftsman, what he has done is, it's a spicy note with the a tinge of a caramel. So it's a whiskey with a different taste.
Abusafo ha say na ye de kase bono AC Pepsodent ye kanfo de ama wanopa ene enwumre bia no twetwu se se de be ya wanum beti kama na watimi aka asumsem kama na enuoma nyina obetimi so asre fine Mr. Pepsodent de ye wo mu ahodo ye wo chalco ye wo herba ene ye wo triple action ye wo nkwada de enso e wo ho akwada nso benya ne de na ode atwinese na eno nso aye kama mata de ehemi de efri Clothing Palace e wo Accra one lava edi hwe nimu pepacha obetimi ne omo akasa e wo 027 199 8313 027 199 8313.
Saso ene di Joy Closet ene she matade or matahe ko trade fair ene ajunga no freno e was 0244787799. Saso ene Precels hair enso ne she mimi ono so ajunga no freno e was 0240 950 891.
Medindi akosi asapon menen
Abenachi.